Alright, hey there, how we doing, Veve and Ecomi community? This is OhmDawg coming at you with another Veve price action update today. It is actually currently 3:53 p.m. on the East Coast, which means about an hour ago we just had the first Disney Golden Moments drop, which was Homer and Bart. I'm not going to get too much into the app right now because it's actually kind of hard to get into. But I do want to talk about today, like, kind of like the strategies I'm taking into, like, how to approach this with all the volume we have entering the app at once, giving people errors, kicking people out the app. So I just kind of want to address that and how we could potentially avoid that, maybe using some of our old, drop techniques. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. This is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only. Trading with money involves risk. I'm not responsible for any decisions you make based off this information. Like I said, I'm not really going to bring up the app today because it might be a little hard to get into. But I will post screenshots if I can. But, try to be on the app. This is already an old trick, but be on the app about 30 minutes prior to the drop. Legitimately, if you're really serious about getting that drop, you will sit on that screen for about, however long it takes, really. Like, you could sit on there for 2 hours if you wanted to, and I think that would potentially increase your chances just being there for that long. But in reality, 30 minutes to 45 minutes, an hour before. And if you're really serious, be sitting right there on the golden moments screen, and I think that will increase your chances. But so let's say the clock is ticking down. So today, obviously I'm filming this after because I wanted to experience this first, see how it went. How it went for me though, I was on the app about I got to it about 25 minutes before, so not that 30-minute mark, but I sat there on the screen. But one thing happened though. When we got down closer to, about like 2 minutes, I decided to refresh the clock to make sure it was synced up. And what happened was when I went back to the page, it gave me that error for the high traffic error and the security requirement error. I don't think I got the screenshots of those specifically. And it put my clock back to 3 minutes, set it back to 3 minutes. So the drop was going down. It was probably, a minute and 50 seconds by then. And I had a 3-minute timer. So I was kind of, my heart was beating. And so, what I did? I went and pulled up the time on my computer right here. This is the time.is, and this is my Eastern time. This is where I currently reside in a time zone. But I sat here, I watched it hit 3 o'clock, looked at my clock, and I still had, about a minute, some change left for a buy now to pop up. So I sat there patiently, and boom, my buy now came up. And so I guess what I'm getting to there is, if you have the synced time already, do not refresh the page if you want to get that clock on there, because once it gets to the really high traffic, everybody's trying to log on at once, that clock will reset back to 3 minutes. So I had to wait, even though I was there pretty early. I had to wait. So yep, I kept clicking by now. I was getting the once it popped up, obviously I kept on getting the error messages. 2 minutes went by, I didn't hit a rebound. 4 minutes went by, I started getting order screens, and the order screens, they weren't going through. I got probably like 3 or 4 within, a 5-minute time frame, 3 or 4 order screens that would sit there and load the whole time. So that's another thing. All these order screens aren't going to go through, because if that was true, I would have, probably 5 or 6, legitimately. I'd have 5 or 6 of these off the blind box. But so yeah, none of those went through. About 3:08 came by. I stopped seeing the security messages, which made me think, people have given up. A lot of people are giving up and just getting off the app, closing it, hopping off the server. So that's another thing to look for. Once we get around 10, or once we get to around 10 minutes after the drop, we could very well see people, or obviously the volume lightening as people give up or not getting anything. So another key here is to be very persistent with this, especially if you're really serious about getting it. You will, of course, do what it takes, which means, hanging out 20 minutes after the drop, which brings me to 20 minutes after the drop, I believe, is when I got my first order actually filled from the buy now screen. I think it was at 3:19. I have a screenshot as well, but 3:19 I had an order screen that actually took my gems, so I was pretty pumped about that. So a whole 19 minutes after the drop, rebounds are still being dished out. So don't give up, everybody. Do not give up. I got one just by being persistent and not, just logging off and giving up, because, once that buy now goes away, it's generally going to never be there again. So might as well take advantage of that buy now being there. And so you don't have to sit there like on a collectible drop, like keep refreshing to try to get the buy now button. But once you have that buy now button, you can really use that to your advantage just by being able to click it multiple times without having to jump off the app. So that's pretty much it. I ended up getting one, obviously. I got the Homer and Bart FA number, or mint number 70 or 7091. So very thankful for that. But there was a lot of, rocky and bumpy roads on the way, which also leads. We have the so super grateful for Homer and Bart. I'm serious. But tomorrow we have the Disney, that I guess technically the first. Is this a Disney license, Homer and Bart? Let me check this real quick. But tomorrow, yeah, actually Homer and Bart is a Disney license. Obviously, it says it on the NFT. But tomorrow we have like true Disney characters, I guess, not just a bot piece of Disney, but like true Disney characters. So Elsa, and obviously the iconic Magic Hat, and I think that one is going to be a huge one. Magic Hat, and of course Mickey and Walt Disney together. Those are going to be two big ones. But tomorrow I think the Elsa drop's going to be worse. So do yourself a favor and get on the app 30 minutes before. Do not refresh the clock if you have it synced to when it drops at 3 o'clock. So that's pretty much all I have for everybody today. So I couldn't bring up the buy screen. I guess I was just more talking today. But I will throw up some screenshots, I guess, in the video. So with that being said, everybody, good luck tomorrow on the Elsa drop. I will see y'all in the next Veve price action update video. With that being said, OhmDawg out. Peace. Now, I always forget to unplug the headset if it's dead. But anyway, OhmDawg out. Peace.